back to Smok'n J's Garage. We got something a little bit different today because we're going to check out this DeWALT cordless lawnmower. Alright, we'll do the official unboxing for it. You ready? What? It's empty? Actually, that's a joke. We already unboxed it. It's right over there. I don't know, do people really like unboxing of stuff? I'll tell you what's in the box, right? So 20 volt, but times 2, so 40 volt, okay? This is the lawnmower right here. It's a little bit dirty because I've actually been using it for several cuts already to give it a try. So it comes with these 10 amp hour batteries. I'm not sure where else you're gonna find these other than something like this. I did look up these online, and 2 of these batteries, I could only find them at one place. And 2 of these batteries were more expensive than the whole lawnmower together, so I'm not sure if these are going to become more popular and maybe be more available, but we will find out. They click right into place here. It takes 2 of them. If you use a smaller, less than 10 amp hour battery, probably is going to suck your battery very quickly. I have not tried that except my 60 volt flex ones. I did try that. I did not run them to dead, but I made sure that it worked with them, and it does. We come with obviously the mulcher here. Just got the door on it, so everything just stays where it is. Or you can get the chute, which just pops right on there, and it also has the option for the bagger as well. Got a nice DeWALT on there, and your bagger flips in here, just like a regular lawnmower bagger. Right, like. There we go. Pops into place like so. I have not actually used the bagger yet because I don't bag my grass. So mostly what I do is just mulch it. So that's what I've been doing. It comes with 2 battery chargers. This is the DCB 107. So this is their slow charger, and it's going to take you overnight, probably 10 to 12 hours to charge up that 10 amp hour battery. So if you have a quick charger, that might be better for you. Otherwise, don't think you're going to charge this up in an hour or 2. It's going to be 10 to 12 hours to charge it up completely. I left it overnight the first time, and I'm still on my first charge. I've cut my grass several times. I don't have a real big lawn. I am down to 1 bar. But like I said, I've cut my entire lawn several times. Supposed to be 70 minutes of runtime. That's what they say. If you heard it in our first little clip there, and we'll show you again too, it runs very quietly, but then it speeds up. It gets a little bit louder, but it speeds up as you get taller grass and stuff. So a couple of features here. The number one thing that I really like is, check this out. So these are hooked on with a spring. So all you've got to do is give it a half a turn, and then this lifts up, right? You've got a second notch here that you can put it in. If you are taller than me, I wouldn't want to push from up here because I'm just a little guy, but if you're like 12 feet tall, that might be comfortable for you. But it comes on over here and actually clicks into place. There we go. It actually clicks into place here. And on the back of it, you can see it's actually got a plate here. So it stands up, and it is sturdy sitting there. It's not going to tip over. It's not going to tip backwards. It's not going to tip forward. There's a quick shot of underneath if you are interested in that. It's a little bit dirty, but it's been used. So I really like that as far as storage. That's going to take up a lot less room, and it's super convenient. Just give it a half a twist, and you're right back to where you want to be. You need this key to run it. It will not run without this key, so I went ahead and I put a little tether on that so I don't lose it. In order to start it up, you're going to have to push this down. This is the part that really annoys me sometimes. You hold this down and you start it up. There you go, that's running. But what I found that if you don't hold this long enough, it'll do like that. It'll start up, it'll run for like a second, and it'll shut down. You've got to actually hold that for a couple seconds while it's starting up. And then it stays running. But that's a little bit annoying to me, I think. The other thing that I noticed that is a little bit annoying, maybe it's a good thing so that it doesn't ruin it, when you are in some ruts or something, or you hit ground with your gas lawnmower, that blade would just cut right through that ground and you smoothen it out for the next time, right? With this one it doesn't, it shuts it off. So something to keep in mind, if you've got a lot of ruts where you're constantly hitting the ground, it is going to shut it off, and that is probably going to get super annoying. I have not cut real tall grass, but the grass that I have cut, it has done quite well with. So we're going to head on over to the grass, and we'll do a couple clips on the grass. The grass here isn't real tall, but if you look, you can see I've got some grass clippings, so we're going to be cutting up those grass clippings plus the new grass, and we're going to get some dandelions. I'll go back to that other spot. We'll see how well it cuts dandelions as well, because sometimes your grass doesn't really need to be cut. If you got those super long dandelions and a dull blade, or just a crappy lawnmower, just kind of lays those down, doesn't actually cut them, okay? So here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's super annoying. I don't know why it does that. There are 6 adjustments on here. Let me get over on this side. The front adjusts for one adjustment, does both of them. And then same thing in the back, you've got one adjustment, and it will do both back wheels. Some of the older lawnmowers, you gotta do each one individually. Some of the newer ones, one button will do all 4 of them. But there's 6 places there. And you saw what it cut like. It cut pretty good. We didn't get that dandelion spot. We'll go back, we'll get that dandelion spot yet. But it cuts nice, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. Let's head back and I'll show you those dandelions quick, all right? So as you can see, that does a pretty good job of cutting. Dandelions are easy to lay down, not cut, but did a pretty good job of cutting those. A couple other things of note here, handle. Obviously in the front, you've got a handle, and on the back side, underneath your door, right here, it's actually a handle as well. If you need to pick it up, it does so well. This does not hold itself down in any way. It just lifts up, it doesn't latch or anything. And it does not open up all the way. It does not stay open all the way. It doesn't stay open on its own at all. So when you're putting in the batteries, you don't have to worry about it not closing or forgetting to close it, because it closes on its own. It just falls down and it doesn't latch at all. Not a big deal, but just something to keep in mind. It has a 21.5-inch cut. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you watch this channel for the first time and you haven't already, and you want to, please subscribe.